Hi everyone, I'm Ankush, and today I'm going to teach you how you can upload your folders and files to GitHub directly as they are visible in your folder. We are going to use CLI. Basically, you can upload it by two methods. First is GUI. GUI is basically simply uploading every single file and creating folders directly on the GitHub. But this is a lengthy process, and we do not want to do it. And this is not the best approach of doing it. The best approach of doing it is CLI. What is CLI? CLI is command line interface, which means that you simply have to type a few commands and then those commands will lead to the push of, and those commands will directly push your entire folder structure and entire file system to GitHub. Fine. And of course, what is GitHub? GitHub is simply a place where you keep all of your code. Uh, so that you can use it or like show it or deploy it or whatever. You can have like it has multi-purpose. Like you can do whatever with your code after you have pushed it on GitHub. So to perform it, I've simply created a folder which named Git tutorial. And what will I do? I will simply create a file which is index.txt, which is a txt file, and I will write random text like my name is Ankush. Let's say this says my name is Ankush, or I can simply make like make files, or I can make JavaScript files. For example, let's say index.js. It says console.log. Hi, I am Ankush. Or you can have Python files index.py, which says print. Hi, I am Ankush. And you can have all of the files, all of the folder structures and all. Let me simply create a folder as well. And this folder says, let's say the name of the folder is languages 5. And I will move these to this folder. Fine. So currently this is the structure. I have a folder named Git tutorial and it has a file index.txt and it has a folder languages, and this languages have two files. Now what do I want? This folder should look like this exactly, and it should have all of the code, the exact files in which I will write here, and this should be exactly same on GitHub. So to do it, what will we do? We simply open Chrome and then we type Git here. Then you will see a link for download for Windows or download for Mac OS is also an option here. You can download it accordingly. So we'll go here. We'll download it. After you have downloaded it, we have to verify that if the download has been performed successfully. To verify it, what we will do, we'll simply, if you remember, like just press CMD and type git-v. If this says Git version is this and then all, it means that Git has been successfully installed on your machine. Otherwise, you have done some mistake while installing it. So make sure this says this marks a Git version. Fine. After it is marked, what we will do, we'll simply open this folder, this Git tutorial. Sorry, we'll open a terminal. Yeah, here is it. So we'll open a terminal and make sure your terminal is open with respect to this directory. For example, if I press ls here, first of all, this is a terminal of Git Bash, and this gets downloaded automatically when you download Git. Okay, you can use other folders as well. Let me use CMD for you. Yeah, so this is CMD now. So you might see an interface like this if you are on Windows, and you will see a different interface which will be of ZSH if you are on Mac, because I think Mac already has Git Bash installed by default, so you don't have to install it. Fine. Now what we have to do, we simply have to configure something. We simply have to uh, like push it to current repository. If I show you, if I try to explain you a bit, like how does it look like? Let me give you a brief context. Let me open C draw, and this Excel draw. How this repo thing works? It simply works like this. This is your local directory. So local directory. Fine. Let me move it here, and yeah. So this is a local directory which looks like this, which has a languages folder, and then inside this languages folder you have two files. We'll take it like this. Yeah, it has two files. Index.js. Oops, I think this is a blender. Okay, so we'll press Control Z. So yeah, it has in index.js, and it also has a file index.py. Fine, and then it also has a file like this is a root directory which says uh git tutorial. This is how it exactly looks like. I'm just trying to show you how this entire thing looks like. Yeah, so this it has this folder languages, and then it also has a folder. It also has a file which is index.txt. Fine. So this is how the structure looks like on the local directory. Hmm, yeah, fine. So this is how it looks like. Then you have this exactly. What you have to do? You have to press a simple command which is git init. What it will do? It will simply initialize a git repository for you locally. And how does it look like? It simply looks like this. So yeah, this is your local repository. Fine. This is a local repository. And what does this local repository does? It simply creates a repo locally on your machine. And when I add a type git add hyphen commands, what do I have to do? I simply have to carry all of these at this place in local repository. To place this inside local repository, there are two steps basically. You follow two steps. First is adding it, I mean staging it. So there's a two-step process, which is first is staging the files. Okay, let me quickly set this up for you. This is staging area, this is local repository, and then you have uh, you also have a remote repository as well. Fine. Now, how does these things work? To bring all of your files into the staging area, we type a simple command which is git add. We use simple command git add. Fine. So if I type git add to copy these files, I simply have to type name of each file. For example, I have to type index.txt. Then I have to add languages slash index.js. Sorry. No. Then I have to add this file, and then I have to add this file as well. So all of these files, as you can see, it says A now. A means these has been added to staging area. Fine. Now, this is how you can add files specifically one by one. But what if you have 1,000 files here? You cannot add them one by one. So to add them all at a time, we use dot command. So get add dot get space add space dot. It will add all of the files to staging area automatically. Fine. Then after I have brought these files into the staging area, there's one more thing. There's one more area which is a local repository. To bring every file into your local repository, what you do, you simply use a command which is git commit. So git commit, and then you add a commit message. To add that commit message, you use a flag which is -m, and after it, inside the curly braces, sorry, inside these are colons. Inside these, you write a type commit message. For example, this is my first commit. This is my first commit. Fine. As soon as I hit enter, it will add these, as you can see, three files changed, three insertions, which means that these three files has been added to our local repository. So by get commit command, I was able to bring these files into my local repository. Fine. Now to push all of these files into a remote repository, first we have to create a remote repository. To create a remote repo on GitHub, what you have to do is simply have to make an account first. After you have made a GitHub account, you will simply see a dashboard like this. What you have to do, just make sure you are on github.com landing page. Then you simply have to create on this new button. After it, you have to name your repository. Let's say the name of my repository is random. Fine. Or it is git tutorial. This is the name of the repository. Then you have a choice. Either you want to make it private or you want to make it public. You can give a description as well, or random repo for explaining uh, GitHub. Fine. Then you simply have to click on this remote repository button. It will create a repository for you, which will be hosted on this one. First is github.com. After it, you have your username. My username is Ankush-web-eng. And then after it, you have the name of the remote repository. So this is the basic structure which is followed everywhere for every repository. Name of GitHub, sorry, github.com slash the username slash the name of the repo. Fine. So I want to push these files onto this URL, to this repository. How can I do it? Firstly, I have to tell my remote repo, my local repo, that there is a remote repository which is hosted on this particular domain. To tell it, what we do, we simply copy the HTTPS. Make sure you are on HTTPS. You are copying the HTTPS URL. So click on HTTPS and you will get this particular URL, which is the address of this uh, remote repo. To tell your local repository that there is a remote repository hosted at this particular URL, you simply have to type a command git remote, which means a remote repository. Add means I want to add origin. Like what is the origin? Like for a remote repository, you can have two type of remote repositories. First is the origin, and second is upstream. You will learn about upstream when you start open source contributions. But currently, this is the origin. Whatever repository you create will be the origin, will be marked as the origin for your repository. Fine. Next step is just adding the link. So I'll press Control B. It will bring this particular link here. So git remote add origin, and then the link of your HTTPS link of your remote repository. Make sure you have a .git at the end. Fine. Now this local repo knows now that there is a remote repo which is hosted here. To push the changes from local repository to this place, we use a command which is git push. So Control D, and then the command which is git push. So we use the git push command to push the changes from local repository to remote repository. So we will add git push. Then where do we want to push? We want to push it to origin, and then after origin, the name of the branch. If you come here, you will see that there it says currently there is a branch of this particular what do you call it, repository, and the default branch is main. So make sure you check it here first if it is main or if it is master. Just copy this thing and press Control B, sorry, main. If you notice here, there is a flag also. You dash u. Dash u means I want to mark this one as my origin, and whenever I want to push any further changes, it will automatically push it to this place. Like it will make this one as my origin, and it will automatically push to this branch. But we won't use it right now. We simply use. Let me use it off. Yeah. So I'm telling it that get push and then mark this origin main branch, origins main branch as my default branch where I will be pushing my code, and then press enter. I use the branch in master. Yeah. Okay. So by default, what is happening basically? If you type get branch command, which will tell you on what branch you are. So we are currently on branch master. What do we want? We want to push this entire master branch to the master branch of this repository. I mistakenly use main without checking what branch I am on. If I was on main branch, I could have used this command, but currently I am on master branch on my local repository. That's why I have to use master here in place of main. So get push hyphen a origin master. And now when you refresh it, you will see that your entire code is available here. If you go to languages section, then you go to index.js, it says console.log, hi, I'm Ankush. If you go to index.py, it says again, hi, I'm Ankush. Then index.txt, the content is exactly the same as it was on your local uh, directories. Fine. Yeah, this is how you push your folders and files to GitHub. Thank you.